Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a video. I assume that a lot of you are gamers, considering this is a gaming channel. I assume that a lot of you guys play multiplayer games, which involve playing with more than one person, not just by yourself, you selfish prick. But I'm sure that a lot of you guys play with other people, whether they're your friends or just a random guy on the internet that wants your willy. And especially if it's a team game, you're gonna get into those moments where you fucked up, like you fucked up big time, you're in the firing line. You know, if you don't murder someone in time, you know, and you lose the round, then your team can get pretty toxic and salty and hairy. And the best thing that you can do in these situations is come up with a comeback, and that is what this video is all about. So just to help you guys, I've compiled a list of excuses that should help you in your situations when your team want to hurt you a lot. Okay, so the first excuse on my list works across all platforms. It's such a versatile excuse, and it's the old cold hands, you know, the cold hands. You can just pull this card at any time, say, oh sorry guys, I have cold hands, you know, cold hands. But you know, everybody gets cold hands at times, and your hands, they don't really work when you've got cold hands, and they will just move really slowly and retardedly. And that makes it a great and versatile excuse for when you're in the firing line. You can just pull out the cold hands card and they'll be like, whoa, sorry mate, no, I take that back, you have cold hands. And they'll be like, no, sorry guys, stop getting onto this guy, poor guy has cold hands, you know. The cold hands card is a pretty good one to play, and I definitely recommend it. So the second one on my list is the sorry guys, I haven't played in a few days. So this one can and can't work depending on who you're with. If you're with friends, then make sure you actually haven't been playing in a few days, otherwise they'll be like, actually I played with you like 10 minutes ago mate, you're shit. But if you're playing with random people, then it should work, because how do they know if you've been playing recently? Exactly. I find that a lot of people do use these excuses, which makes them less effective, if you know what I mean. So now I'm going to give you some more excuses which I personally use, and they definitely work. So the next card is quite, you know, temperamental. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but it is the old my dog died card, you know, the old dog died, you've heard it? Yeah. So basically, you just tell your teammates when you fucked up in a situation that your dog's died, you know? And you just know when your dog's dead, don't you? Everyone knows. You gotta know when your dog's dead. So obviously, if you're playing with friends, you've got to make sure that you actually have a dog. And all you need to do is make sure that you never invite them around your house again until your dog's dead. I think it's a good idea. And if they do have to come round your house and your dog's there, just kill it, it's worth it, trust me. I imagine the awkward situation of actually your dog's not dead, and they remember when you used the dog's dead excuse, and your dog's just standing there alive. What can you do but apart from kill it and say, yes, my dog is dead, it's dead! Okay, so another excuse that I like to use, and again it's temperamental, I'm not promising anything, but it's the old I'm being circumcised card. And all you need to do is just say something like, sorry guys, you know, I'm quite uncomfortable at the moment, I'm actually having my foreskin removed from my penis at the moment, that's why I'm not really fully focusing. And they'll just be like, well, sorry guys, you know, we can't argue with religion, if that's his thing, we just hold back on you man, unlucky, you know, you happen to be having a circumcision at this point in time, that's fine, because it's religion. I just feel sorry for any kids that are sitting at home, you know, just trying to chill out, play some video games, and their dad comes in with a pair of snippy snip snip snips. And he's just like, oh no, not now dad, you know, I'm just playing a game. He's like, nope, I'm doing it now. Okay, so the final excuse that I like to use when I'm in the firing line and I've fucked up in a video game is called the alien hand syndrome. Now, if you don't know what it is, basically alien hand syndrome is when your hand has a mind of its own, and it's actually real, trust me, look it up, and your hand will just spaz around everywhere, like it'll just start crawling up your head and start attacking you. You're just like, oh, shit, sorry guys. Got alien hand syndrome, you know? Oh, fuck off! And you know, they can't argue with that because it's a real thing. And that fucking hurt. But trust me guys, if you make enough slapping noises and start like going, ah, get off me, then they've got to believe that you have alien hand syndrome. It's just the first thing that comes to mind. But anyway guys, that wraps up the video. Oh, love it! So if you did enjoy listening to all of these excuses, then please leave a thumb and laters.